Anyway, I thought I would put together a quick video on how to make sure that your Chromebook is able to run the debate learning paperless system. So the first thing we're going to need to do is make sure that Linux is enabled. So we're going to click the launcher real quick, and then we're going to go up and we're going to find the settings. You find the settings, and then you'll see over here on the left over here is a little penguin. That's the symbol of Linux, and you'll click on it, and over here it will say turn on. Now you're going to need to do that. It's going to take a while. Most websites say it's going to take about 10 to 15 minutes in order for it to set up, but once you get it set up, you're in good shape. So that's the first step. And then once you have that done, you're going to move on to the second step. The second step is to go back over here, and you're going to look down here where it says Linux apps, and you're going to look for the thing that says terminal, and you're going to open that. And what terminal is going to do is it's going to open this screen for you that's going to kind of probably no one's familiar with it, but it looks like DOS if you're familiar with that. So here's what you're going to do inside of here. You're going to type sudo apt-get, you need that hyphen there, install LibreOffice. And then once you get that in there, you're going to press enter. It's going to ask for maybe your password, so you might have to enter your password right there. And then it's going to ask you if you want to install all that stuff. You'll hit Y for yes. And then what you want to do after you've done that is you want to say sudo apt-get update, the two and signs, sudo apt-get upgrade, and you're going to type that, and that's similar to what you're seeing on your screen right now as to what they are going to do for your LibreOffice. So once you've done that, you have now successfully installed LibreOffice onto your computer. What you can do here from here is when you click on the launcher and go back down to Linux apps, you'll see LibreOffice Writer, and you are going to want to open that up. And the first time that it does it, it might take a little bit, but you can see that it opened up pretty well. All right, so we've got LibreOffice on this machine now, and we're in good shape. So what we need to do now is get the files that we are going to use to install the debate system on it. So you want to open up a browser, and you want to go to tinyurl.com/debate-learning, and that will take you to the debate learning website. And then underneath Paperless Debate is installing the paperless system. This one right here is more about installing it on Mac and Windows in case you want to do that. But what you can see here is there are 4 documents down here, and you'll click on it. It will pop open a Google Drive thing and be like, I don't know what you're looking at. And you're going to press this download feature. Okay. And then you'll go back here. You'll get this one. You'll download. And then your keys. It will have no idea what's going on there. And then the extension, which you'll download here. So once you have those downloaded, you might want to go verify that they're in your downloads file, because that's where they would be. And you can see right here that they are right there for you to work with. So once you see those, you are able to get the paperless system set up. So the first thing you'll want to do is you'll want to install the extension. So you go over here back in LibreWriter, and you'll say Extension Manager, and then you'll say Add. And then here is where it's going to get a little complicated. So when you click other locations in computer, it's going to give you a bunch of different files that look confusing. What you need to do is this mount right here. That's going to be where all your chromeOS stuff is. And so you'll click on Mount, chromeOS, and then Google Drive, and My Drive, and you'll see all of your Google Drive stuff that's there as well. And if you click on My Files, that's where your downloads are going to be. And you can see that this is the one that I just downloaded right here. And so you can grab that and say, put that in there, and by clicking Open. And that will add it so that it's right here like this. And that's the first thing you're going to want to do. The second thing you're going to want to do is you're going to click Tools again, and you're going to want to click Customize. And then up here, you're going to have a bunch of menus. You'll click Keyboard, and then you'll click Load. And then again, you're going to have to go through this step again, where you go to Mount, chromeOS, My Files, Downloads. Oh, and there they are again. You can see the file that I just downloaded right there. And you'll click Open there again, and then that will be put into place. So the other two files that are there are the template and the template and the speech doc. And so what you'll want to do is, what I have done is I've put them in what's called my Linux files over here. And you'll see the OO speech doc and then the debate learning template. And so this template gives you all of your features that you need, et cetera, et cetera. And you'll notice that when you open it up, there's a bunch of different stuff up here that you can do when you are working with it. One thing you'll also want to note is right over here, this little compass over here on the very right is your navigation pane, and you are able to see what's going on. Now, as of right now, you are not able to drag and drop stuff very easily in there, which is sort of a problem as opposed to the Windows and Mac version, which you can. It's one downside, but it's not like a deal breaker usually for most people. So the next step you're going to want to do is you're going to want to see if you can save copies to your Google Drive. Now, when you do that, you'll find out that if you try to put it on your drive and you put it somewhere in there, it will give you an error message if it's not set up. So there are two things you need to do in order to make sure that you can save into your Google Drive directly if it is not already set up when you first install it. The first thing you need to do is you need to go to Tools, and then you need to go to Options, and it's going to pop this up for you. And you are going to want to go to Advanced, and then over here is Open Expert Configuration. And you are going to look for three things, including Use Locking. I will put these there, put these on the website for you to be able to look at. But the point is it will pop this open, and you want to see that this value is false. If it is false, you're good. You're in good shape. But you do not want it to be true. And that's the same with the other three, that you're going to want to make sure that they're all false. And then there's one other step you have to do if you want to be able to save directly to Google Drive. And we're going to go back to Terminal. We're going to pop that open. And the first thing you're going to do is you're going to say sudo apt-get install nano. After you've installed that and done everything that it's going to want you to do, you're going to want to open up some of the background stuff, the configuration files that's for it. So you'll type, in order to do that, you'll type sudo nano, and then you'll want to copy what is right up here on the screen. And then it's going to pop this open for you right here. So what you are looking for, I believe, will be real close. So you see right here where the cursor is, it's a little red dot. You're going to see file locking now enabled by default. You're going to want to go to where that line is, and you're going to want to put a numeric sign right there. And then you want to do it for this next 2 lines right after that. That will disable it, but in order to do that, you are going to need to save it as well. So you'll say, let me make sure that's it. I believe it's control. Oh, nope, that wasn't it. All right, so I'll put the keys down there for you to be able to save it. And what those keys look like. Yeah, you'll want to click Control O, Enter, and then Control X. And so I'll show that to you again real quick. Got back up in here, and then so Control O, and then it will say file name to write. You'll click Enter. That will save it, and then Control X gets you out of it and exit. And then you'll want to reopen LibreWriter and use the template, etc., to open up the file and make sure that you can save to your Google Drive, which I think is a cool little feature. So that hopefully will get you started to set up your debate learning system setup. It's a quick little video. Up on here, you have some other links. So like debating. This video will walk you through how to debate with the template. It is going to look a little different just because it's on a Windows machine, but it works the exact same way. And then there's also a video on cutting cards. Most of you know how to cut cards probably, but the reason why this might be a helpful one to go to is that you can see all of the hotkeys that are down here as well. And that will enable you to really make your file production a little bit easier. I know it's kind of rough. I look like windblown hair, but hopefully this video will help you out a little bit in getting the debate learning system set up on a ChromeOS. If you've made it this far, you're obviously interested, just know that you can reach out to me and I'll be able to help you help you figure something out if you run into any problems. And also, just a sort of disclaimer type thing that's going on is that I've used this Chromebook that I'm recording this video on all debate season 19 and 20 in order to sort of prove that it could be done. And so I did practice debates. I did all my coaching, everything with a Chromebook this year, and it was nice. It worked really well. It worked flawlessly after I managed to get the save to Google Drive feature set up. So yeah, just hopefully good luck. If you need any help, let me know.